Hello guys, welcome back guys again in my Android software tutorials. And sorry once again because I took little bit long time again for coming back. So let me tell about today's project. So my previous project was automatic call recorder app in Android, and I hope guys you liked that. And in this project I am going to teach you how to develop simple and easy Notepad app in Android. So guys, it is for truly for the beginners developers. So it is a simple Notepad app and it is very simple. I didn't make it complicated for teaching the how to develop the Notepad app in Android. So this project I am going to develop in both language like Hindi and English, both by step. So let's start now. So open your Android Studio. Guys, so my Android Studio ID is going to be open now. So open your ID. Okay guys, so now you're watching that, you are looking that my ID is had opened, and now I'm going to start a new Android Studio project. So start now. Click here. Okay guys, so give your application name like we are going to develop a Notepad app. So let's give the name Notepad app. Okay guys, so now click on next and select your API platform, whatever you like, whatever you want. Like I'm going to select the API 17 because my emulator does not support the higher version of API. So click on next and select the empty activity and click on next and click on finish. It will take a little bit more time. It will take a little bit time for setup our project. Okay guys, so now our project is ready for code. So let's start now. So first of all, let me make this bigger. So first of all, we are going to design our app for adding the notes and saving the notes in our app. So let's delete this text hello world. So in this we are for two activities. So the first activity will be for representing the notes in a list view, and the other one activity for viewing the notes and adding the content and title and adding the writing the notes and saving and delete. So here we need only one activity. As we need two activities, but the first activity is already given here, it is main activity. So we will just create another activity for viewing the and saving the notes and adding the also. Okay guys, so let me translate it a little bit into Hindi language. Okay guys हमें यहाँ पे दो एक्टिविटीज़ चाहिए होंगी बिकॉज द पहली एक्टिविटीज फॉर नोट को शो करने के लिए इन ए लिस्ट व्यू, और द अदर एक्टिविटी गाइज हमें यहाँ पे चाहिए होगी फॉर राइटिंग दी अवर नोट्स एंड नोट्स को लिखने के लिए और व्यू करने के लिए. ओके गाइज, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट वी डू, let's first of all remove this padding and margin padding. Okay, so now it is removed, and for saving and adding the notes in Android, I am going to use the SQLite database. Okay guys, so this database for adding saving data in Android we will use for a string type and other type also. So okay guys, so let's start our project now. So first of all we will design. So what we need to do here we will take a list view. So take a list view here गाइस. सबसे पहले हम यहाँ पे एक लिस्ट व्यू लेने जा रहे हैं. हम यहाँ पे एक लिस्ट व्यू लेने जा रहे हैं फॉर रिप्रेजेंटिंग अवर नोट्स. सो लिस्ट व्यू इज देयर. Make this mesh parent, height is also mesh parent. Now our list view is assigned and provide ID for this list view. Right, ID. I'm going to give this name for the list view. Guys, now our ID image list view. Guys, now it is representing here. Now what we are going to do, just take a color here. We can design it later more. We can design it more later. So let's do our coding part now. And then what we are going to do, and now I am going to create a class for SQL database operations. So let's saving and adding the notes in our database. So let's create a class. Create our first class. So right click on your package folder and click on new and click on new Java class and give the class name like I will give the class name like what I need to do, just user db helper dash and click on OK and extend this class with using SQLite Open Helper. SQLite Open Helper it is here, guys, and now it will ask her for creating the constructor matching with the super. So we can create from here or implement from here. First of all we need to implement some methods. implementing the two methods. The first one is on create and the second one is on upgrade. And besides this, it is also showing the error because we did not create the constructor for this. So it is showing here there is no default constructor. So please create the default constructor. Please create the constructor. So I am going to create a constructor. I can implement from here. Guys, now implemented, guys. Here guys, you are watching that this is many parameters in this, like string name, SQL database, cursor factory. Sorry guys. Okay guys, so it is showing the many parameters in this, like cursor factory, object and into version etc, because we are just going to pass some variable difference in this. So let's me just we need to remove this. Here in this we will just need a context, and here we will pass the database name and the cursor factory object and database version etc. So we are going to pass this. So first of all we have to create these here. Guys, so first of all we need to create some variables here for creating the tables and column names etc. So just create now create. So first of all we will create for the database name. So public static final data type will be string and password database name. So our database name might be my database and you can come to the database, and the second one we need to have for database version. So public static final database version. So this is int, guys. And third one we need to create the table. So give the table name public static final string table name. This is our table name. So our table name will be my table. Okay, guys, and now we will create column. So first one will be for node title. File string so our node title name will be title, no title. And the other one column for the node content. This is for node content. So give the name node content, guys. And now we will pass these some variables in our constructor. So first one we need to pass here our database name, and the second one will be cursor factory object, so that will be null. And third one we can pass here the database version. So let's pass here now. So database name is database name, and the cursor factory object will be null because we don't have any value for this. And version will be our database version. Okay, guys, so now our constructor is done. Okay, guys, and now what we need to do. Sorry guys, I forgot to use Hindi language, sorry for that. And now I will use the Hindi language. Okay guys, इसके बाद हम क्या करने वाले हैं गाइज, इसके बाद हम अपनी टेबल को क्रिएट करने वाले हैं. ठीक है, टेबल को क्रिएट करने के लिए गाइज हम यूज करेंगे द ऑन क्रिएट SQLite database. This method will be used for table creating the table. So guys, इस मेथड का यूज हम टेबल को क्रिएट करने के लिए करेंगे. ठीक है गाइज, so let's create our table now. So make this short a little bit, it is so long guys. And now we will write our table. So right now guys we will write query for creating the table. Guys, हम यहाँ पे query को लिखने वाले हैं अपने टेबल को क्रिएट करने के लिए. So db dot call the method executable here, and in this we are going to write our query. guys, इसमें हम अपने query को लिखने वाले हैं जो कि हमारी टेबल को क्रिएट करेगी. So let me write now. So create table plus table name and plus, and now we will pass our column name. So first one our column name was node title, guys. So pass this node title here. Wait guys, 1 second. Node title I forget. ठीक है, all everything is all right. So guys, here we will pass our column name, not our string name. So this is for note title, and the text type will be the text. Extension type will be the text. So pass your text, and the second other one is the note content. So write that. Okay guys, and now what we need to do, just put here bracket. What happened? My key is not working, I think. Guys, now it is fine. Guys, and now our query is done, and now we will pass a log message for checking this our table has created or not. So let's say write a log message here, log.e, path in this database operation string tag, and pass your message like table created successfully. Okay guys, so now we can check our table is created or not. Okay guys, हमने टेबल को क्रिएट करने के लिए क्वेरी लिख ली है, और अब हम ये चेक करेंगे अब कि हमारे टेबल क्रिएट हुई है या नहीं. For that we need to some thing do here. So guys, let me tell you what these method do and what is the work of these methods. Okay guys, so पहले मेथड का काम गाइस जो हमारे टेबल को क्रिएट करना है, ये यहाँ पे ये जो दिया हुआ है, और इसका काम है अपग्रेड करना. अगर हमारे टेबल में कुछ अपग्रेडेशन वगैरह होती है तो ऐसे हम वो इसमें इसको मतलब इसका टास्क हम इसमें परफॉर्म करेंगे. We don't need for upgrade because I'm not going to create my Notepad app in any next project. So let's say we can take it blank. We can leave it blank. Okay guys, and now we are going to check this our table is created or not. So for checking this, we will pass here something in this like db. Sorry, first we need to pass the SQL database, and db is equal to this dot, and call the method dot get writable database. Okay guys, we will not I'm just going to, I have just wrote this for checking this something, I mean checking the our table is created or not. So I have this, just wrote for this action. Because we don't need to write this in this statement here, because we will not write here, or we will write this into another and any other way, any other place. So we will just write, I have just wrote this for checking the our table is created or not. So okay guys, so now we have to move on our main activity.java class. So let's go to move our main activity.java class. This is here, and here we need to create the instance of our user db helper class. So for that call the user, make the object of user db helper, make the instance of the user db helper class my db, and here we will pass. Guys, so let's check now our table has created or not. So for this we need to create the instance of our user db helper class. So let's create the instance for this. And call the mydb and new user db helper, and in this we need to pass context. So pass now context, this. Okay, guys, and now we can monitor and check our table has created or not. So for that, once again, guys, we have to check that we didn't make any mistake, any kind of mistake in our query. So let's go back and check our query once again. Go back into userdb helper.java class and check your query once again, because it is case sensitive. Sometimes it is we made mistakes. So let me check my query now. Create table. I think this should be near here. This should be, it is fine. And note title, and it is the extension for this text, and note content. I forget, guys, here for writing the extension. So let's write now. It will also be text. गाइज मैंने क्वेरी को चेक कर लिया है फिर से, क्योंकि कहीं ये अगर इसमें कुछ मिस्टेक्स होती है ना गाइज, तो हमारी टेबल क्रिएट नहीं हो पाएगी. सो प्लीज़ चेक योर क्वेरी ऑल्सो वंस अगेन. एंड नाउ वी विल मूव ऑन दी चेकिंग अवर टेबल हैज़ क्रिएटेड और नॉट, कि हमारी टेबल क्रिएट होती है या नहीं बाय दिस क्वेरी. ठीक है जी. सो लेट्स रन अवर ऐप नाउ and check our table is created or not. So I have passed here log message for monitoring this option कि our table is created or not. Guys, मैंने यहाँ पे log string log मैंने यहाँ पे एक log फंक्शन log मैसेज पास किया है चेक करने के लिए कि हमारी टेबल क्रिएट हुई है या नहीं. Okay guys, and so let's check now. Go to your main activity. And now we are going to run this app. It is blank app, but we can monitor our table is created or not. So let's click on this green icon, run icon, and select your emulator. I didn't start my emulator, I think. Let me start my emulator. Okay guys, so my emulator has started. Guys, मेरा emulator start हो गया है for running and installing the app and checking this our table has created or not. Guys, अब मैं ये चेक करने जा रहा हूँ कि हमारी टेबल क्रिएट होती है या नहीं, हुई है या नहीं. So for that I am going to run this app in this emulator, and I am going to monitor this by using this Android. I am going to monitor this कि हमारी टेबल क्रिएट हुई है या नहीं by using the Android monitor. Here this is in view. Okay guys, so let's run our app now. Guys, let me open this Android monitor window here, because this will show. Okay guys, now our app has launched in emulator, and now there is nothing in this app because we didn't design any app, design and create anything in this app, but we have created our database. So now we are going to monitor our database operations, like our database has created and tables are created or not. So just we are going to monitor our, just to minimize this, and now check the Android monitor, the catalog monitor here, and here you are watching that this is showing the a message here, database operation, the table created successfully. Here you are watching that this is the message showing here. Let me open this more. So guys, this is our logcat window, and here we are watching that, looking this is message showing our table has created successfully, which we have passed in our log message in our when we create our table and write our query that time. तो गाइज यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं कि ये मैसेज शो कर रहा है कि हमारी टेबल क्रिएट हो चुकी है, और हम उसमें अब डेटा को राइट कर सकते हैं, डेटा को लिख सकते हैं. आई मीन अपने कॉलम में जो भी ऐड करना चाहें वो कर सकते हैं. सो गाइज, दिस इज हाउ वी कैन create the table in Android SQL database. I have already taught you in my previous and past videos. So if you need more help about the SQL database operations, please go back and watch my other videos by related the Android SQL database operations. Okay guys, and now after this we are going to design our app and putting the values and putting the text in and writing the note and we are, now we are going to save our data in our tables. So for that, so now I'm going to finishing this part here, and in my next part you are going to watch how we can, and now I'm going to and in my next part I'm going to design my app and how to add and save the data in Notepad. This will be, we are going to do all operations. Okay guys, so let's finish it now. Guys, don't forget to remove this code from here, this remove from here. Okay guys, now everything is fine. Okay guys, and now we will meet in our next video. Thank you. Okay guys, let me explain once again what we did here. गाइज मुझे यहाँ पे फिर से एक्सप्लेन करना है कि मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया है. सो गाइज मैंने यहाँ पे डेटाबेस क्रिएट किया है फॉर अवर नोटपैड ऐप. गाइज उसके लिए गाइज मैंने कुछ वेरिएबल्स लिए यहाँ पे और मैंने एक कंस्ट्रक्टर क्रिएट किया. फिर इसके बाद यहाँ पे उसके बाद मैंने गाइज यहाँ पे अपनी क्वेरी को लिखा फॉर क्रिएटिंग द टेबल. ठीक है गाइज, मैंने इतना काम किया है इस वीडियो में. और अगले वीडियो में गाइज मैं डिज़ाइन करने जा रहा हूँ अपनी ऐप को और कैसे हम अपने नोट्स को ऐड कर सकते हैं एंड कैसे अपने नोट्स को सेव कर सकते हैं इन एंड्रॉयड ऐप. सो दैट्स ऑल थिंग आई एम गोना डू इन माई नेक्स्ट वीडियो. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching my video and my tutorial. If you got helpful little bit, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Now we will meet in our next video.